Lost Child. Who's the author?
Anand Mukund sir.
Mohit Raj Anand is the author, right? Okay. So,
चेकअप कर लिए.
okay. So, Lost Child, if you read the short story, you will see one boy is there at the central. A boy is there in the central position of the short story. It's a springtime, and he moves. I mean, he went to a local fair, village fair, with his parents. Initially, when he started walking, holding the hands of his parents, he was requesting or insisting his parents to buy this and that or some other things. Now, this is quite normal that when a person is when a child is going to a market, usually he will try to get whatever he lays his hands on. This is quite a childish thing, and there is nothing wrong in it. But there are two things. One is affordability, another is usability. Now, parents may or may not allow your wish to be fulfilled based on these two things. One is affordability. If your parent can afford that, they will get it for you. Another thing is that usability. What is the use of the particular article or the toy that you are going to purchase? So if these two things are matching or permissible by your parents, they will get the toy for you. So it seems from the story that the boy is not that much rich enough. It's completely fictitious thing. The boy is pestering his parents to get few toys, but his parents are not buying it. Now, as I have said, the reasons are two. So the same thing is the boy is getting attracted towards so many things. Like sweetmeat shop is there, roundabout. Uh, I mean, Jula is there. Then Merry Christmas. I mean, merry go round. All these things are there. But the boy is attracted towards so many things. The parents, as matured person, are not that much attracted towards anything like the boy. The boy ultimately gets lost during the course of the story, and when he is lost, he is crying like hell. He is trying to get his parents, but when he could not locate, like a typical Indian family, when everything fails, we take shelter in God's in God's temple. So the boy also did the same. So when he could not find his parents, even in temple, so he started shouting and crying. Then an unknown soul came forward to rescue him. Now, this unknown soul is a person who tried to pacify him with so many things like, would you like me to get a balloon for you, or a sweet for you, or jewelry for you? He's trying to console, but ultimately the boy didn't get any sort of consolation from him, because he is not satisfied with anything whatever is offered to him. He is persistently looking for his parents. So he is saying, the story is ending with, I would like to go back to my parents. Now this is how the story ends. Now the thing is that in this story, one thing the author tries to make it clear is, parents or family plays a very crucial role wherever we are. Now, leaves are given value when the leaves are tied to the branch of a tree. But when the leaves are fallen, it is losing its identity. Now, when a leaves is fallen after a certain period of time, that's quite normal. But when a leaf is falling down beyond the time, I mean, beyond reaching his age, it's a kind of catastrophe, you can say. It's a loss as well. So the author is trying to say, parents are the asset in anyone's family. Similarly, family holds the people together. Now, if the family is a broken one, the family values also take a backstage. So it's basically about the accompaniment or the attachment one feels towards his parents or the family. That's the first story all about. If you have any question, you can ask me. First story, if you have any question, you can ask me. Usually, when we frame question from short story, there are only few variation. Please write it down. One is write a critical appreciation of the short story. This is one question. Second question could be who is the central character of the short story. Third is what is the significance of the title that is given to the short story. Would you like to give a justification, or you would like to change the title if you are given an opportunity? So this kind of variations are only there. Apart from that, short questions
Sir,
may
what was the
come,
first
but
type?
wait a second, Shubhranshu. Usually in MCQ, we do not give much because it's an open book exam. It's an open book exam, so whatever question I'm giving you, particularly MCQ in short story, you will immediately open the book and will answer it. So we'll try to avoid as far as MCQ is concerned for this short story. Shubhanshu, you can ask me now.
Sir, what was the first type?
Write a critical appreciation. Critical appreciation. CRITICAL. Critical appreciation. APPRECIATION.
Okay, sir.
This is the first question. Second question, discuss about the central character of the short story. Third is what is the significance of the title? Clear? Any other question? Any other question? Shashank? Tenjin hasn't joined, I think. Shashank, any question, boy?
Can
Oh,
No,
Tenjin.
sir. No,
no,
sir.
sir.
Any question, Tenjin? Shashank, any question?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, in
Shashank?
first MCQ, Unit 1 and Unit 2 will begin.
Yes, Unit 1 and Unit 2 for first MCQ.
Okay, sir.
Sir, when the MCQ was started?
Sumrat, bolo.
When will the MCQ will start?
13th of January.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Sir,
And any other question?
we, is we are getting some days between the two subjects.
Sorry?
Are we getting some gap between the exam of two subjects? Like if maths happen on 13, will it be English on 14 like this, or we will get some um, days in between?
Depends on the mentor department. They will frame the timetable.
So, according to last year, what do you think?
I think one day, I think maybe you will be given one day, but not for all the papers. You have how many papers? Five papers. Tarun, how many papers you have? Five?
Yes, 4 to 5 people.
Five, okay. Five means 10 days. Is it lasting for 10 days or less than that?
So I think it's not lasting for 10 days.
Then, then, uh, then it will not be allowed, maybe.
Sir, it's for 10 days, sir.
Sir, it is
13 to
from
23
13
days.
to 23.
So it is
So in that case, you might expect the opposite. Maybe more no time will be given in between two exams.
Sir, from 14 to 20, third continuously quizzes will occur.
I think so. Surat Pandey, bolo
there
sir.
will be classes.
No, there will be no class. During MCQs, there will be no class.
Okay, sir.
Yes, Surat,
Sir, do we have to read the short stories before exam?
MCQ.
Yes, sir.
You can read it, but question may or may not come. because it's an open book exam. So if I ask a question, you will immediately open short story and will answer it from there.
What are the resources for preparing the MCQ so that I can get a good marks?
For example, comprehension passage is there, which we'll be
Yes,
doing maybe next class.
yes, sir.
So comprehension passage you can prepare. Then from comprehension passage, antonym synonym also come, grammar also may come.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes, sir.
okay. And anything else?
Sir, you have sent us the notes. There are six notes, but I think all are the same. Only some things are different. So we have to read all the six or
No,
only
it's
one
up
or
to
two.
you. It's up to you. I really do not give notes. I give study material. It's a study material.
Yes, sir.
Any other question? You need, sorry, from first short story? No question. Okay. Let's move to the second short story, that is Homecoming. What do you understand by home, Sujal?
A place where a family lives.
Is it a place? For example, if I transport your entire family from a village to a town, will you call it home?
A place which gives immense satisfaction.
Then people who are migrating from one country to another country and get settled over there, do you call it as their home?
Yes.
Okay. Any other would like to say anything about home? What do you understand by home?
Sir, if we define home as a like materialistic thing, then it would be simply a place of residence or something like a place where one lives permanently with a family member or maybe alone or something as a household.
Is
And
it
if it
only
is an
about the place?
emotion, yes, sir.
Is it
Sir,
only about the
I
place?
have
For
answer, sir.
example, the place is there, but your family members are not there. Would you feel like home?
Definitely no.
Yes, sir. So
No.
if we if we take home as an emotion or something, then it would definitely be that the people who are, if they are with us, then that place becomes homes. Then whatever that place may be.
Okay, thank you.
Basically,
Tenjin, what would you like to say, boy?
Home where the love and care for each other exists, sir. House is a place. That's also
Okay,
home where love and care for each other.
okay, and
The basic difference between house and home is the feeling of attachment.
okay. Anyone else? Anyone else would like to define?
Sir,
Yes, Sujal?
In place where he feels safe.
Sujal?
sir, is home and house different?
Usage-wise, it is different.
I mean, meaning wise.
Meaning-wise, almost the same, but the degree changes.
Okay. Other than degree, the meaning is same, right?
Meaning is same. Mechanically, you can say that it can be replaced also. But if you go deeper, then it cannot be replaced.
Okay.
Anyone else? House is just a residence. Home is like emotions. Okay, fine. Anyone else? Could
so, in my opinion, home is the place where you grow up. You not only in your family, you are also attached to the neighbors, your friends, the friends you have played with your whole childhood. That will be also considered as a home because you just said that if your family member just migrated to other place, so I don't think you will feel like home there because your surrounding is not the same as they were before, like your friends, neighbors, and the environment that you grew up. You even got attached to the house or the home that you grew up. So
So the place where you feel attached to it is simply the home, and where you live is the house.
Okay, so let me come to a conclude. Let me draw a conclusion. See, home is a feeling as well as about the locale. It's about the feeling. For example, if you look at the people like Salman Rushdie, Amitabh Ghosh, or say Siddharth Mukherjee, who is the writer of the book called Emperor of All Melodies. The book is, I think, Pulitzer winner. Now, these people migrated from one country to another country and settled over there. The place where they are settled is a diasporic place. The word diaspora is there. Diaspora. Now, diaspora is a kind of community who are transported from one country and get settled in a particular community, and their second generation grows up there. Now, these people will always be regarded as a second grade citizen of the country where they are started living. Now, these unlike these people who are staying in their own country, have much claim over the country. Now, when it comes to home, it's a matter of feeling as well as locale. Both the things contribute to the definition of home. People who are born and brought up there may migrate to some other place and get settled over there. There is a thing called root, ROOT. Now, the place from where we are born and the place where we are brought up do have an umbilical cord. Umbilical cord, when we are born, our body is tied to our mother's womb with a cord, and that cord is called umbilical cord. The umbilical cord is the feeling. The moment it gets snapped, you feel certain kind of nostalgia. People like Salman Rushdie left, born and brought up in India, in Mumbai, born and brought up in India, left India for higher education and got settled there in Britain itself. Now, India is his first home and England is his second home. He will be considered as a second grade citizen, whatever be his contribution, even today in England. But his home is India. So this kind of diasporic community will always feel the pangs, PNGS, or the attraction towards their motherland because they have this umbilical cord tied to their motherland. Now, home appears to different people in different ways. It is completely relative one, and you'll be surprised to know it is one of the most contested term in literature. What is home and where is home? Home is a highly contested thing. You cannot really define home as the parents or the feelings. It's a combination of both. So, with this definition, let's start our short story, Homecoming. Now, Fatiq Chakraborty is a ringleader in the gangs of these small boys. Fatiq Chakraborty is a notorious guy compared to his older brother Makhan. Now, the desire of every parent is to see their son or daughter established in a good society. This is a desire shared by Elon Musk, shared by Mukesh Ambani, shared by a rickshaw puller also. No rickshaw puller or no auto driver or no school teacher or no professor wants his or her kids to grow up lesser than that, or they want rather their son and their kids to get well established in their society. So this is a dream shared by everyone under the sun. This is a common dream dreamt by every parents. Your parents also have a dream that one day my kids will grow up and will establish themselves in a society. This is a dream shared by everyone under the sun. Now, the mother of Fatiq Chakraborty is also having the same thing. They belong to a very, very poor family. The poor family, they are not able to get 2 square meals in that poor family. So, mother is always looking for an opportunity to send his small child off in his uncle's home because In one way, this is a desire of his mom to see his son established in a town, particularly in a from Mofusshol to a metropolitan city like Kolkata. This is a desire of every parent that their kids should get established in a well-mannered society. This is a desire. The reason behind sending Fatih Chakraborty to Kolkata is twofold. One is to see his son established. Another way, he can get 2 square meals in his uncle's home. So with these two intention, Fatih Chakraborty was sent to Kolkata with a single-minded ambition that one day he'll be established. So the problem over there the guy faced is he is not a welcome. He was not welcome in his uncle's family. Aunt used to look down upon him as an unwanted guest, and the uncle's kids also started looking down upon him because he's it's a kind of encroachment in their private space. Now they are also not having much money, so initial days the boy had to face a lot of trouble. And the problem with the boy is that the boy is not able to adapt with the situation. Now remember one thing, if you are transported to a new place and if you can adapt with the situation, you will survive. But if you are not able to adapt the situation, you will become extinct. The same thing happened with Foti Chakraborty as well. Now, the same thing happened with all of us. When we leave our home, we come to hostel, somehow we have to manage. Otherwise, if we are not able to manage our hostel life, if we are not able to manage our professional life, it will be completely ruined. You have to adapt. Otherwise, you'll become extinct. Fatigue Chakraborty could not adapt with the situation. So the condition is just like the animal who used to reside in water, for example, fish, was taken out of water. The enthusiasm, the energy that Fatih Chakraborty was having in his village is completely gone. Now he is a secluded soul in Kolkata, and no one is there to play with him. So he drowned himself into a kind of what will I say, uh, uh, into a kind of solo what sorrow and solo feelings, in the sense that no one is there to share his thoughts, or no one is there to share his platform of playing, because uncles, he is an unwanted guest in his uncle's home. Aunt never accepted the thing of his presence. Uncle's son kids are also not able to accommodate this particular boy in the family, so he is completely an unknown or stranger. Fatigue Chakraborty also did not try from his end to gel with the situation. Rather, he revolted. He ran away from the home with the hope that he will go to his mother, he will go to his village, and will enjoy the time. Now, Fatigue Chakraborty ran away from his uncle's home, and when evening descended on this the evening descended, then uncle could not find him. An FIR was lodged against the boy who is lost. So eventually the police found Fatik Chakraborty lying unconscious in a road. So he was brought in, and afterwards it was shown that Fatik Chakraborty is in a kind of coma. So he is asking his uncle, when can I go home? Now, though he was transported from his village to town, he is not able to accommodate himself in the town scenario. And second thing is that he is always pangs for that umbilical cord. He is always willing to return back to his village, to his mom, because he will have a good time over there. So he is again and again asking, when will the summer vacation come? So, guessing the seriousness of the situation, uncle sent a messenger to his sister to get her in the town. Eventually, she reached the town, and by the time this guy Pratik Chakraborty is also in a kind of reverie, in a deep down coma. So it was not completely known whether he is whether he is embracing his mother or he has completely gone into a stage of not returning. So the story ends with an enigma that home is an elusive thing. Home is an elusive thing. It completely decides I mean, it is completely decided by the person who is thinking about the home. It's a completely relative word. To a person, home is where a person resides, but to another person, it's not the home, it's the feeling where he was born and brought up. So the story ends with an enigma. That's why it's a homecoming. Is it, I mean, true that Fatih Chakraborty was able to visit his mom, or is it Fatih Chakraborty has gone forever? That's the enigma the story ends with. So that's it. If you have any question, you can ask me. Any question? Shatanshu?
No, sir.
Any question, Shivam?
No, sir.
Did you understand, boy?
Yes, sir.
Sakshi Sahu?
Yes, sir.
Any question?
No, sir.
Chilpa?
No, sir.
No questions. Shubhanshu?
No, sir.
Okay. So we are done with these two short stories, and Arabi is pending. Arabi I will not begin today because it's a completely different genre, so I don't want to mix them together. So if you have no question, we'll close the class. So thank you. We'll see
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, sir.
Happy,
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Happy New
Thank
Year
you.
in advance.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Meet you in the
Thank you,
next year.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Please,
Yes,
boy.
sir.
Any question?
Happy New Year, sir.
Oh, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year
Year.
in
New
advance
Year, sir.
from
Happy New Year,
Simran
sir.
Kumar.
Well, everyone.
Happy New Year, sir.
Thank you. See you next year.
Happy New Year, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. See you next year.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.